guest tonight stars on the hit television show Dawson's Creek, and this week can be seen hosting Saturday Night Live, so check him out there. He's also got a brand new movie out called Varsity Blues. Let's take a look.
We got the rest of our lives to be mediocre, but we have the opportunity to play like gods for the next half of football. But we can't be afraid to lose. There's no room for fear in this game. And we go out there, and we have to, because we're scared. All we're left with is an excuse. We're always going to wonder. But we go out there, and we give it absolutely everything. That's heroic.
Let's go! Please welcome James Vanderbeek.
I'm good.
Are those real prescription glasses?
Yes,
or are they?
I mean, I need them
they
to
are.
see.
That's good to hear. Because there was a period in the '80s. Remember, where like Rob Lowe and the other members of the Brat Pack. Remember this, Andy? They were wearing the fake glasses that you didn't need for a prescription.
No, I just assume that when somebody wears glasses, they need them.
No. It was a whole fashion statement that
Really?
like hunky actors did for a while, where it was like, I read a lot, and then I'll get these glasses on.
I'm actually nearsighted. So.
Oh, good. All right. Dawson's Creek. Let's talk about it. Where is Dawson's Creek? Because I've watched the show a bunch of times, and it really looks like a beautiful, idyllic place. It doesn't look like they're shooting that in Los Angeles.
No, they're not. We're actually shooting in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. All right. And what's it like hanging out there? Is it nice? Are the people nice?
It's, yeah, the people are nice. The crew is great. You know, it's not the most exciting place in the world.
Do they shoot any other TV shows in that area?
Their big thing down there was Matlock for a while.
They shot Matlock
They
there?
shot Matlock in Wilmington, yeah.
Did you ever, well, that show's not around anymore, is it? Is Matlock? I don't think so.
Not, no.
But do people, like, you go into the local store and they tell tall tales about Matlock?
Oh, the crew, everybody talks about Matlock like it was the second coming. I mean, you know, when I was, you know, watching television, I was about 30 years too young for Matlock, I think. But
it was only on a couple of years ago, yeah.
Well,
it's not a show from the 1920s. But do they tell Andy Griffith stories?
oh yeah, well, I mean, it's so like, you know, Matlock is like king down there. I mean,
yeah.
you know, they was on 6 seasons, and everybody wears the jackets and everything, and everybody compares us to, you know, the mania that surrounded Andy Griffith.
Like, why can't you guys be more like Matlock?
Well, it's like, I mean, those people will mob us on set and they'll be like, man, I worked with Andy Griffith and this never happened. I guess
Really?
he didn't get a lot of teenage groupies.
No, that's good. That would have been bad for his image. Let's talk about the movie. The movie has an interesting plot twist in it where it sounds like something out of an Aerosmith video, where the teacher, you find out that the teacher is secretly a stripper. Mm. And that does like seem like something that like Steven Tyler would be involved with, you know? Is that true?
He actually was one of the writers, I think.
Oh, good,
yeah,
good.
We got to see in the whole Aerosmith gang.
Did and is that a plot point? That's what really happens in the part of the movie, is that right?
Yes, although you just gave away a big plot point, but that's okay.
I just gave something away. I mean, no people are going to still see the movie because James Vanderbeek is in it. Did you ever find out anything weird about any of your teachers when you were growing up?
Yeah, I mean, at one point I found out a sociology professor I had was a big pothead. So I would actually use that to my advantage in writing papers for him. At one point I was supposed to write this paper on Che Guevara, and I was doing a play in New York, and I didn't have any time to research it. So instead of, you know, researching him, I actually wrote a paper on, you know, how Americans perceive Che Guevara as a symbol, and how it, you know, what it says about how Americans view Latin Americans. And so my opening sentence was, you know, walk into any college dorm room in the country, and after admiring the dirty laundry spewing about the floor and admiring the 6-foot graphite bong in the corner, take a look at the walls. And I talked about how walls were a great indicator of where students were.
What kind of grade did you get?
Oh, I got an A.
So it worked.
Yeah, it absolutely worked.
They're going to say you wrote it on hemp. Handed it in. Love that paper, whatever it was about. I was reading an interview with you today in preparation for the interview, and they said that you once accidentally got a little high. And I was thinking, how do you accidentally get a little high? What happened?
We were doing a movie about marijuana. I was playing this pothead, and we were smoking ginseng out of a bong because it looked like pot.
And that's
So
what that's what they do in movies to make it look like you're.
In this movie, yeah, we were smoking ginseng. It was like, you know, the prop guy's cousin's bong, supposedly. So, yeah, nobody really wanted to try to smoke a bong full of ginseng. So I was like, oh,
You're missing out, my friend. It's the greatest high I've ever had. And try basil while you're at it. All the, yeah, anyway, so go ahead. So there was actually some residue there, and you...
Yeah, I you know, took a nice little hit and...
Don't show kids.
Realized
okay?
it.
What is this contraption? What are you doing? Ah! I'm completely confused, but continue.
And you know, 10 minutes later, found myself at the craft service table, like, you know, going, balls are great, man.
Yeah. You gained 60 pounds for that movie.
So I had to say a line. It was awful. It's terrible. I don't ever recommend it.
The movie is Varsity Blues. It's in theaters now. Dawson's Creek Wednesdays at 8 on the WB. And you're hosting Saturday Night Live with Everlast.
Yes.
And you having fun so far up there?
Having a blast, yeah.
All right. Well, good luck with that. Yeah, we'll check it out this Saturday. Good luck to you. James Van Der Beek, everyone. We'll take a break when we come back. Some brand new public service announcements. Stick around.